This is Sean Martin, and I'm presenting my student-centered website and my teacher-centered website. The goals and objectives when creating this website were to provide students a place to find resources for grammar and vocabulary in Spanish. There are also links to different activities, different websites that help them re-engage and receive some practice on topics that they have struggled with in class. It's also a place to display student work, such as it's in a way a digital bulletin board, the home page when you arrive to the website. And finally, there's a really neat chat feature on the website for students to contact me directly for homework help and get an immediate reply. The desired results are that students will be able to access handouts and lesson plans and presentations for when they're absent, so they can catch up without having to come and ask me to explain what happened the day before. The other desired results are for students to actually use the site to communicate and to create a class, kind of an online community where students can post comments to each other, asking for help with certain things, or directly with me through the chat feature. And finally, for students to review concepts on the website without me directing them to do so. I would like them to self-diagnose. What are they struggling with? What's a concept that they don't remember very well? And through feedback that I provide on different assignments, they can go find what it is they need to practice on this website and review that concept. That could either be through going to the YouTube channel or any of the other resources that are connected to the site. Feel free to pause the video here if you want to read in more detail the connection to the standards. And now I'd like to explain the organization of the website and how to navigate through the website. On the right, you can see the menu that I see when I'm creating the website. Site planning is actually an invisible page that only I can see, and it's just where I put ideas and I put different plans that I want to execute on the website in the future. The About page is where students or anyone visiting can contact me. There's a teacher tab here where teachers can access a Nearpod tutorial. They can see some of the resources that I love using in my classroom, and there's also a blog that I've started curating with different articles, current news within educational technology, and just different things that I've tried that I would want to encourage teachers to try. And the student tab has this drop-down menu where they can choose to look through the resources. They can go to the projects that they completed for this Hispanic cuisine unit, access the survey, and even look at the lesson plan to see how we actually did the project. So I'm going to go to the website now and take us through. When you arrive to the page, you see this digital bulletin board. This is just a landing spot where the most up-to-date features of the website are displayed. So a video lesson of the week. These are the latest digital projects that students did. They actually had to complete a digital project, which was either a YouTube video, such as this one, about their recipe. They had to present a recipe. They could choose to create a website. They could create their own website free using wix.com, or students could do a voice thread, which can be seen here, where they can comment over top of an image, and you can actually hear the students speaking through speaking through their recipe.
Olá, me llamo AJ Breezy y hoy vamos a cocinar un famoso comida.
So it's an example of how technology in my classroom was able to deepen the learning by getting students to record themselves speaking and posting their project to a global audience. The next stage in this project was for students to access each other's presentations by going to these links and leaving comments for one another in Spanish. And you can see there's also a link to our Google Classroom, which is reminding students that there's an assignment due tomorrow. The About page is just a quick spot where people can email me and contact me. They can go to my YouTube. It links to my Teachers Pay Teachers or email. The teacher page is where, as I create more and more professional development tutorials, those will be added to this drop-down menu, and teachers can click and go through professional development at their own pace. And the student resources, this is a page that has most of the tools, the digital tools that I like to use in the classroom for vocab practice, for grammar practice. I use Schoology to build learning modules, and one thing that I aim to do in the future is to fill my printable worksheets folder with different printouts that students can access for when they're absent or if they lose a paper. So that's the main overview of the student-centered website, and we saw a glimpse of the teacher-centered website. At this point, I'll talk about the teacher-centered website. The goals here were to create new ideas for teachers, to inspire them to try some new things that they might enjoy seeing on the website. Also to guide teachers to resources that I've tried out and tested and can provide them help with if they need, and to curate a blog that updates people on what's going on in educational technology, what kinds of new strategies I'm trying out, and also to see student work through the digital bulletin board. The desired results are that teachers actually eventually subscribe to the blog and can contribute some ideas, and that they will visit the self-paced professional developments. Teachers are very busy, and I feel that having self-paced PDs might be more beneficial to teachers who can't give an hour of their time to sit through an entire PD. For future development, my goals to continue building the website are to upload more documents that students can print for extra practice or just to get things that they missed while they were absent, to just continue updating the bulletin board as students do more work in the classroom. And I'd like to create learning modules that are connected to the website, so students can actually go through a mini lesson, try a guided practice, and then a small assessment on a topic, which will be automatically graded, so that there's less work on my end and the students have the freedom to review what they need to. For the teacher-centered website, my goals in the future are to continue posting to the blog, to upload more tutorials, and invite my coworkers to see the website.